Testing one. Okay. Right off the bat, we already have some problems. Perfect. Okay, okay, it's just my Twitch acting up, sorry. Now, let's see. Yeah, that's good enough. Then, right, just like that. Right, I think we're finally finished. So, I'm just gonna stop with the nonsense and actually start the game. Anyway, bang. Good evening, Internet. My name is K41. I'm a PNGtuber on the run. Just call me K, it's much easier that way. And tonight, we will be finishing up twinning threads from LIMBUS COMPANY, of course. Of course, there's also this. Oh, the end stage is 14 or 15, I assume. That means we get around 5 more. Sure, why not? Also, while we're here, I wonder if we have Barsol support. Good, we do have a Barsol support. But everything else about this one is just bad. Maybe I'll use someone else. I like this one. This one looks good, right? Soda. Let's see. Mersault. Do we really not have a better Mersault support? I guess not. What else is he doing? What else are player doing? Why did they make like the egos? Oh well. I guess we'll go with Faust. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
내가
연료는 장부름이라면
차! 녹슨
투입 준비.
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
Once we dealt with the Falfish who invaded the Thames Nerva's destroyed corridor, we left for the index and ran into a few familiar faces waiting for us at our destination. Huh? Did you guys have the day off? Yeah, but I might as well come along. It's, you keep summoning us while we're in the middle of something, so I decided that it might actually be more convenient for us to be with you in person. Okay. Sorry, folks. Your summoning occurred at the most unideal moment. No, I know you were doing it on purpose, but all 3 times you summoned me, I was leaning over snacks, stop it, not with bunch of whipped cream, Today I learned that blacking out and waking up to a misshape in a cave that I was about to chow down, by the way. Doesn't make for a very relaxing break. Sorry about that. I should have checked in with you guys before summoning, but I'm still getting used to this. Okay, now you're being too sorry. No hard feelings here, I'm tagging along because I need some exercise, that's all. I appreciate the additional employee assignments. Now, if you could share any information you know about yet another corridor. I hung out here all the time, so I know this place a little. There was this super clingy, annoying little... no, that wasn't the mask dude. There was this other... Oh, she remembers Araya. Or at least... She knew of Araya. Is there something you don't remember? Oh, right. Oh, Sora. Oh, right. Kira probably doesn't remember Sora. Oh, right. I almost forgot about Sora too. Sora? I don't think that name rings any bells for us either. Is that someone who used to live here? Yeah, well, Sora was the Index apprentice, so she probably lived there. Forsooth, the Index apprentice. Oh, pray tell, wherefore is it that the middle, the thumb, and the ring each have apprentices, yet the Index and Pinky lack them? It would indeed be quite odd if a mere three of the 5 fingers kept an apprentice each. Retrace some of my recollections, yet I find it like following a trail of odorless air, invisible and unreal. No. There was someone, but I can't. The representations of the Pinky and the Index apprentice are missing. No, to be more precise, a merciless blade has shredded and reduced them to intangible formlessness. How refreshing to hear that same impression from someone else rather than myself for once. As it seemed that I was the only one who remembered the 2 apprentices, I retraced back to our first meeting and briefly shared what I knew about Sora. She doesn't sound like a very forgettable character. Well, the Arayashiki cut her into ribbons. That would explain why it feels as though I'm recalling a sequence of events, with the critical part missing in between. I can almost imagine her giggling to herself like a creepy loner, and she probably wears glasses too, right? Like one of those gloomy introverts from anime. Oh, don't you dare, Kira. I see. So that's why it feels like I'm tearing through each strand of a weave. Ryoshu? Let's say the world's made of strings or threads, clock. With every slash, this blade would be cutting through the flow of strands that twine to compose one's existence. Why an object is severed forever beyond repair, you'd think neither trace nor shape would be left of it. But now that you piece some of it together, it's almost... Instead of elaborating further, Ryoshu fell silent again, save for the sound of the tip of her cigarette turning to ash, like she was recalling another incomplete memory, and that was Araya earlier. I guess she's trying to avoid over-speculating on what she doesn't know for sure. Damn, that totally breaks the meta. I had a vague idea how it works, but this is the first time I'm hearing the deeds. Papa had to go through 4 ramp-up stages and remove seals to even make full use of his sword. Honestly, yours need a trade-off. Your sword totally power creeps Papa's. Oh, there's plenty already. Oh, so true. Guess losing your memories away is one hell of a trade-off, sorry. Okay, so I'm guessing you don't have anything to contribute for this corridor. I've got one. I don't know where it leads, but the index guy uses it all the time. Hopefully it doesn't throw us into an army of indexes. GEU. They rarely gather in big groups. She said that's pretty unlikely. Araya! Oh! What was that for, Ryoshu? Wait, did you just hit me with that sword handle? I didn't do anything. Oh, that is indeed Araya. But I saw it. I saw Ryoshu's scabbard, Araya, suddenly jerking at his side, prodding Sinclair like it was annoyed by something. Oh my god. Oh. Sinclair, maybe stop explaining things for once. I won't. STS. I'll SYLC until you can barely walk. I swear this isn't a slender or whatever. I swear this isn't a slender or whatever. Look, you poked me so hard it left a mark on my arm here. Well, I don't want to read too much into it, but the scabbard was rattling like it was irritated by something. Stop interpreting for her. This is why she won't stop making up these nonsense acronyms. Oh my. This is Araya. He's making it worse. I gotta stop him from translating for her somehow. Araya? Wait, that voice just now. Sounded a lot like Araya's. Dante, you saw that too, right? Guess you didn't do anything. Wait, really? It really wasn't her? Nope. Yeah. Then it's decided. To be fair to Sigler, no one else but I saw in full detail of how the scabbard came to be. Which means that he couldn't imagine in his wildest dreams that the scabbard poked him of its own volition. It doesn't seem like any of the sitters heard that voice either. Damn, you guys bully him a lot, huh? Well, the lad's been long overdue for a little smack upside his noggin. We should head inside. Let's not keep Alan waiting. Kira directed us toward an almost disturbingly normal wooden door, so featureless that I could have mistaken it for any of the dozens of doors we walked past in the other nest. We were greeted by a whiff of stale, musty air the moment we walked through the door. I think this leads to a basement, and emerged to what appeared to be almost a dungeon-like basement area. Rian's dungeon. Whenever the mess uncle's beeper rang, he would walk through the store. So who are they? The Index. Oh, the Index indeed. Signs of life. There were people living down here up until just a few hours ago. Why are you here, paper slips? We were only executing the prescript. I've had it with these prescripts. So at least yours don't make annoying beeps. The basement was stocked up with shelf-stable and non-perishable food. And the cells were all completely empty save for what looked like a makeshift bathroom in each of... Oh, right. I think this was briefly talked about in Yisang's Harian ID. It is likely that this dungeon was used to imprison individuals of varying features that may be required to complete a prescript. Seriously? This room seems to have been used for something worse than simple incarceration. Among Foss's conjectures is that the captives were conditioned in body and mind in various ways to match the prescript's liking. Yeah, sounds like that guy was just as crazy as the rest of them. Wait. That staircase right there leads up, you know? Let's check out what's... Freaking annoying. The heck are you doing? You cannot enter through this door. Oh, I see. Another graver body blocking in the door. I get you, Kira. Move. I need to see something. The will of the prescript forbids you. You cannot enter through this door. What do we do? Is it worth forcing our way in there? You seem pretty adamant about not letting us in. I'd prefer it if we stayed as far as possible from anything that has to do with the gods. I mean, prescripts, but nothing in this basement gave me any indication as to where the door connects to. Oh, this is right. We're gonna have to get upstairs somehow if we wanna get an idea of where this door leads. If Rian's been using this basement, then I'd like to see what's upstairs. Still, Honestly, learning this organization some basement is more than now until the crosshair of this list. Still, if this has anything to do with Ryoshi's memories... Alright then, let's push through. Executing your command, Executive Manager. The will of the prescript is absolute. Is it? I mean, in that condo alone, we pretty much broke the prescript countless of times, so it's nice to see Dante snarking at it though. Character development all the way. Alright, we have here as well. We get Ache Index. Attack and hit the center. That's a PCC prescript if I ever saw one.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Bullshit.
어중간한 예술은 물어뜯어 고칠 수밖에.
Well, maybe not that easy for some people.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
Come on, Honglu, don't disappoint me, please. That's good.
임파스터. 공포에 사로잡혀 바닥을 기는 모습은 어디서나 별반 차이가 없네.
Yeah, that's not good. That one, huh? Right.
점 찍었네.
Oh, come on, really? You again, Otis?
짜증나게.
Yeah, bro, seriously?
건드렸겠다.
Violet Breaking Slam.
먹지. 임파스터. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
Right, this should be fine.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
이제야 완결해. 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 답답한 법이지.
이 정도로 나와 공물만 보여드려야겠군요. 외면의 예술을.
점 찍었네.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
She... Otis again? She keeps losing her clash. She keeps losing her clash, man. The hell's with that?
놈 나와! 골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요, 단테. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
still not good enough for a heal, I suppose.
점 찍었네. 합격점.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
목이 피었잖아.
Oh yeah.
저것들 전부 녹여서 썰어버려도 상관없지?
Well, this should be done very soon.
영감이 떠올랐어요. 그 소재 가져갈래요.
One down, two downs.
이미 우리는 손에 많은 피를 묻혔잖아. 명령 늘어난다고 달라지는 건 없어.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
저희 뼈로 등을 달궈내 줄게. 이제
And
생겼네요.
finished.
이번에도 잘해줬어. 유익한 책이 또 하나 늘었네. 도시에는 내가 모르는
Yep,
것들이
that is
많아.
Araya.
이렇게 하나씩 알아.
What's up there? You may speak to me casually, Araya, but in the presence of other apprentices, perhaps you should find it preferable to mimic the tone of the TV star. Come on, it's not like I wanted to be the TV star. Just let me do whatever I want while I'm here. Certainly, you have a point. So what's there up the stairs? I'm not so sure of myself. I've never been upstairs. What? Aren't you even a little curious? Why bother appealing back the heavens to see what is beyond? Those wanting a fearing did not raise their heads skyward. Am I seeing Araya's memories? What did you see? I'm not sure, but now we've got another reason to check what's upstairs. Did everyone else not see that?
파우스트는 이번에야말로 완성했어요. 마에스트로님께서도 인정할 수밖에 없을 완벽한 걸작을.
Into oblivion in
파우스트의
silence.
생각에 동의한다고 하네요.
We get more lunacy. Yo, lunacy.
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
세피라들도 결국 내 편에 설 수밖에
They're
없을 거야.
still here.
나도 그들도 모두 빛의 눈이 멀어버렸거든.
I'll find.
찍었네.
That's good. That's good. Oh, this time to redeem.
나쁘지 않아.
매뉴얼
Time to redeem
만들기를
yourself.
잘하네. 그렇게만 해.
목이 피었잖아.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Violet Breaking Slam.
바이올렛, 브레이크 슬램!
세피라들도 결국 내 편에 설 수밖에 없을 거야.
I love it when she said that. Violet Breaking
빚진
Slam.
말아버렸거든.
전부 쳐죽여.
We're getting somewhere. Very good.
합격장. 그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴테 적합한 조치였습니다.
Oh yeah.
아이씨, 짜증나게. 남았으니 이 정도쯤은
그래야겠군요. 외면의 예술을.
Well, lock open.
도시에서는 누구도 자유롭지 못해.
Or something like that.
저 손님이라고 예외는 아니겠지.
And we still have plenty of them. Shit.
전부 쳐죽여.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지. 사십. 먹지.
Well, that should be moral up. I guess, right?
브레이크 슬램!
골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요. 딴테 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
This is gonna be
재미는
painful.
없겠지만
나가서 싸워.
그렇게 할게요.
뒤는 내가 봐주지. 그 소재 가져갈래요.
어중간한 예술은 물어뜯어 고칠 수밖에.
Oh, come on.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
우리 숙구를 건드렸겠다.
Not this shit again. And yet they died anyway.
완성되었나?
바이올렛, 브레이크 슬램! 임파스터. 저것들 전부 녹여서 썰어버려도 상관없지?
Okay, we can do this. We can do this, right?
영감이 떠올랐어요.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Why do they always roll just 1 point higher? Come on, man.
재밌네. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
시면이 울릴 때마다 네 업을 떠올려라.
임파스터.
여기까지 와서 망설일 생각을
Okay, this
하지
should be the final
않았으면
way.
좋겠어.
Yep,
사람을
definitely
죽이고
the
싶지
final way.
않았다면 너희도 세피라들도 처음부터 거래를 하지 말았어야지.
영감이 떠올랐어.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
이제야
그래,
완성되었나?
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이
A perfect hit from Honglu.
이제
바이올렛 브레이크 슬램.
Nope.
골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요, 단테. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
갑니다.
It's just right.
내가 공기력 때문에 내장.
Right,
보여줄게.
she does that.
우리는 손에 많은 피를 묻혔잖아. 몇 명 늘어난다고 달라지는 건 없어.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
어디에서도 볼 수
Alright,
없을
this
색.
should finish it.
내가 봐주지.
저희 뼈로 탈관해 둘게. 이제야 친해졌네요.
이번에도 잘해줬어. 유익한 책이 또 하나 늘었네. 도시에는 내가 모르는 것들이 많아. 이렇게
Kind of like that when they were body blocking the door, like there was some big secret behind it. I mean, this is a huge secret. This is Roland's home. Of course, right? Looks like just like any other average family home. Oh man, I get cleaning up's a chore, but people should at least dust their home once in a while. The thick layer of dust covering every surface and the blotchy wallpaper made it clear that no one's been living here for a good while. Whichever family lived here must have had a child. Look, there are drawings, and dolls too. So it seemed like the place has been abandoned for quite a long time. Did something bad happen in here? Yeah, something must have happened in here that caused the family to flee. And they never got to return. Yeah, lots of evidence suggesting that. The open door, the single shoe just lying around. So someone fled from home for some reason, never to return. I don't know, it's kinda hard to narrow down the cause. It really could have been anything. Are you searching for something in particular, Yoshu? Yes, but it doesn't seem to be there. Every framed photo is synced beyond recognition, and whatever documents there were have been torn to shreds. Kinda like my memories. So, this wasn't where he escaped to, huh? The index nurse father, Rian. The last time we saw him, he fled the house via the corridor after suffering a severe wound at Ryoshu's hand. If by some miracle he survived, there's a chance that he would come after Ryoshu again, but something about our last encounter led me to believe that it was the last time Ryoshu would ever see him. Do you recognize this drawing? I found myself hoping to see Ryoshu piece together another memory. She'd been recalling new details all day whenever something caught her attention. Sadly, she responded to this by softly shaking her head. No, I don't. Haraya cannot even retort, man. It's just sad all around.
파우스트는 이번에야말로 완성했어요. 마에스트로님께서도 인정할 수밖에 없을 완벽한 발전을.
Sangria. Clear stage. This one's going to take
생각에 동의한다고 하네요.
a long ass time, isn't it? Fine.
입증을 알리는 음악 소리가 들리는군.
After leaving Rien's quarters, we explored the index corridor for a while. I didn't find anything that could help piece Ryoshu's memories back together. Great work. Now that just leaves the beginner's father's corridor. But that room didn't have any back doors for us to explore. There were countless more in the adjacent corridor, but our guideline makes it a bit difficult to delve into each and every one of them right away. Which means that our work here is done. Thank you for your assistance, Dante. Okay, glad we could help. Dante replies that they're happy to have been of assistance. Well then, it's been a pleasure. After a brief round of handshakes, Alan returned to forward base. We probably should have done the same, but wanna take a look around here anyway? Sure. As we had more business here than simply checking doors, we decided to stay a little longer and investigate Pinky's corridor. The Pinky Nurse Father's room had a peculiar structure. Each door we opened led to a room identical in shape to the previous one. And even though I was certain we traversed through quite a few rooms, we somehow found ourselves back at the starting point. There are some small design differences between each room that help tell them apart, but it's difficult to tell us which is which unless we look really hard at every detail. Or just mark the door, Ishmael. The kitchen? How'd you know that? I've been here before. Someone ghosted me after promising to watch Fix Our Lips together, so I thought I'd come visit. But someone you all have met too, I think. It was... must be another one who was severed by the Arayashiki. Damn, you might be right. His name was Ran, the Pinky Apprentice. I take back, but no one here really seemed to have anything to say to that. I suppose that only makes sense. After all, his existence registered to no one here but me. So when you say it back at Cake or that you cooked before, you were talking about this, huh? Yep. I used to perform intense culinary artistry here. Your scabbard's shaking. The reviews were glowing. One of them was yum, meaning, yeah, unbelievably mouth-watering. I find that hard to believe. The scabbard, Araya was definitely shaking from side to side in a valiant effort to deny Ryoshu's claim. Oh my god, Araya. Must have been pretty damn bad, huh? I'm having a hard time believing her if you ask me. What did you usually make? Box lunch. Box lunch that kids might bring to grade school. with sausages cut like octopuses and tamagoyaki. A bit simple to be intense culinary artistry, don't you think? IF. Didn't you know? There's nothing like a school lunchbox rivalry. So, where did she attend school? Did she attend proper school? So, I want octopus sausages, tamagoyaki, and why are we making sausages out of an octopus? No, I mean sausages cut like octopuses. And why are we cutting sausages into octopus shapes? Oh, see the doorknobs? That's why? Oh my god. Something like this. What's that? Sausage carved into an octopus shape. Didn't miss a single suction cup. Come on, I didn't mean like a real life octopus. It's gotta be adorbs, okay? Wait a minute. Her face is so clear now. Isn't it all the same difference once it goes down to kill it? Why is this so important? Oh wait. I think I've seen this knife before, but I'm not sure. But, Mommy, there's nothing like a school lunchbox rivalry. I don't understand. Huh? You're doing your weird economics again, aren't you? It means I don't understand. That's when you say IDK, Mom. As a Araya, whoever taught you this, I would like to talk to them. A nice, slow, long talk. This must be some of the happiest moments Arya shared. Araya shared. The sinners, me and Araya, even as a scabbard, could imagine or recall them in full. But for Yoshu, the most important part of those memories remains lost away. Still, if we can continue to piece more and more of our memories together by going over these places. You want to check out what's upstairs too? As soon as I asked, however, the sinners' footsteps came to a simultaneous stop. Wait. Hang on, blockhead. Don't open the door just yet. I looked back and found Kira and Heathcliff posed at the right, hands on their weapons. This way, manager. And Mersault, who realized what had indicated, yanked me to the back of the line. And in mere moments, so there was someone guiding those whelps. Figures they would send more than fodder to the house of spiders. Stinks of wet dog. The claws of a massive paw slashed through where we had just been standing. Oh, it's that ID, Wolf Mass. It really is, as Maestro Emil Benoit said. This place is already occupied. If you would be so kind as to help me with directions. Is this where Master Callisto's art is located? Don't call him Master, you washed him. The question came from a woman who appeared from one of the doors that led to a different corridor. She was wearing a wolf mask, and unlike the faultless we had encountered thus far, she seemed to make it a point to speak and act with decorum. With a subtle hint of violence in her voice quickly betrayed this air of mock civility. Are you sure you're at the right address, lady? Robong says staff ain't in this part of the house. Find a different corridor. Yes, I am aware. But I'm not here looking for his creations, which are easily mistaken for mass-produced garbage. I could feel her intense gaze even though her face was obscured by the mask. And there was no doubt that her eyes were bearing down on Ryoshu. Suddenly, I was reminded of the sad moments before we went through the corridor. We let them serve us too freely. Wait, what? What is that? The Fofis get to confirm a lot of important intel, including the fact that the House of Spiders had fallen and that Ryoshu currently has possession of Araya's ship. They want Ryoshu for themselves, whether she is completed or not. Ryoshu as she is now. Isn't that intriguing for once? My name is Rufo Yoshihide, the blade coveted by the Five Fingers, Master Callisto's final and posthumous masterpiece. As a docent of the Officem, please allow me to honor you of escorting you to our gallery. Do I want to? Don't see the point in hanging out with people in those anesthetic AM. Oh, Araya is angry too. Then, I'm afraid my only remaining option is to rely on our usual method of ushering. How are our odds? I don't know, she's probably lower than me at my max stats. Oh my god. Really? The shape of her nation. She is a docent of the School of Officem. Comparable to whether Soto, Capo of the thumb, or big sibling of the middle. Oh ho. Half or more? I like those odds. Half of half or more. Dude, really? At least we still have odds. Outmoded. Has been. Why seek out the art of a has been after all this time? It was a decision made with much confusion from the outset. To entrust such a momentous project in the hands of one such as Callisto, why, everyone agrees that it is no less foolish than casting a pearl before swine. And they were quite on point with that assessment. His Uber recovered from the house. We were more tools than art. The sort that likes of workshop masters might assemble. No self-respecting maestro would create such mundanities and call them art. Now, I must for your forgiveness for presuming that you would be no different from the rest of his work. But what I observed above this room completely changed my perspective. The scorched corridor, the variety with which it scarred the walls and the floor, as though a frenzied beast had torn through them. There is but one tool that could possibly have left such marks behind. At least you get a fashionable eye for art. Yoshihide, I ask you, have you ever considered pursuing the art of a further elevated beauty? It will be an experience at the bars, but she's doing the recruit. How do we define that which we call le forth? There are subjects matter that have led us forth into the field of fertile creativity. Should you, a wielder of that relic, enter the fold of our movement, it will layer your work with such an unrelenting spectrum of colors that it will be destined to leave an unforgettable impression in the annals of history. In other words, what we can offer you will be of much greater worth than what you may have learned from a teacher like Callisto. Never considered him my teacher, not a real one anyway. Finding beauty by the courage of blood and flesh is a lesson I learned on my own. And yes, I do know enough about your book. Maybe I considered some of the works read by your school acceptable, at least among the rings of or not, I can remember. My god. No, you didn't. Master painters like you are such mediocrities that they fail to recognize the beauty that lies in the grotesque. Sorry, something. They do a little beyond painting, the hell reflected in their eyes, and call that shallowness hell's beauty. The sorrow condensed into a cry held in an instant. You give no thought to what each of those emotions signifies, instead obsessing over the cursory qualities of what is beheld. Let me teach you otherwise. Pointillist, Fofis, Supremacists, Low-Raters, Cubis. I visited my share of the Rings galleries and heard their commentaries, but none of them were to my liking. Your art is an overcomplicated pile of definitions buried under symbols, caked in patchworks of empty shells. You and your art would talk too damn much. Just like Callisto, kept trying to take over from other movements, forcing meaning where there was none. Success is easy, anyone can do it. I mean, she's right, you know. What's beyond those is making it succinct, the art of abbreviation. A minimalist manifesto. No, my aesthetics go beyond the pursuit of simplicity. I pursue the natural germination of artistic immaculacy, a state of perfection wherein further abbreviation is an impossibility. Sangria. Painters. Where is this stubborn sort of that mere words can convince? I, a docent of Leifofism, shall personally welcome you to my critique session. Well, luckily, it seems we can spend a lot of time here, so that's fine.
영감이 떠올랐어요.
밑그림은 완성했다. 빠르게 치라도.
Nice.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
If you're just starting out, don't start using the vanishing touch.
간당 목숨줄만 붙어있군. 곧 끝장날 수 있을 것 같은데 소감자들로 효율적인 마무리를
갑니다.
명령하시겠지요, 딴테?
이제야
Nice.
되었나?
난 너희가 좀
This
더
is not a
어설플 거라고
case.
생각했거든.
짜증나게.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
Well, shit.
이 정도로 나와 겁나는데?
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리.
Oops.
보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
Imposter.
여기까지 와서 망설일 생각은 하지 않았으면 좋겠어. 사람을 죽이고 싶지 않았다면
You don't have
너희도
a
세피라도
healing.
처음부터 거래를 하지 말았어야지.
SP or otherwise. Oh, Clash Fix. We're doing this one, sir. Well, that's going to be hopeless, huh? Yeah, should be good enough, I think.
전부 쳐주게.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Oh, come on, really?
아이씨, 짜증나게.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
자, 변신 완료.
미녀를
만성이에요.
만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해.
남았어도 이 정도쯤은. 바이올렛.
Well, shit.
브레이크 슬랩.
목이 피었잖아. 나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
They're doing surprisingly well. It's surprising because not even I expect that. Is this the last wave? I think so.
재미는 없겠지만
나가서 싸워.
그렇게 할게요.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
우리 식구를 흙을 마실걸?
이 정도로 나와 겁을 만데?
Oops, sorry, I spaced out for a bit.
왜? 좀 긁혔어?
합격장.
그래도 관리자보단 낫네. 너희는 모르겠지만 보여드려야겠. 처음엔 이것보다 훨씬 끔찍했거든.
Oh, we get it right. We get it right.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요. 좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것 같은데요.
Oops. Again, I spaced out again. Sorry about that. I mean, not that I think about it, it's been a long while since I had a proper sleep.
필수지. 가자.
Maybe that's why. A proper sleep and a proper water as well.
당신을 인도해주진 못해도 따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Wow, sorry. Imposter again. Well, someone gets staggered, and it's the
이 정도 시행착오는 각오했어. 어차피 감정을 잠깐 그렇다고 무작정 맞으라는 말은 아니었는데. Right, whatever. 양감이 떠올랐어. 나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
Oops. Sorry.
자, 변신 완료. 만선이에요.
Yeah, this battle's going to take more than 10 turns, I'm afraid.
아름다운 춤을 추는 건 나뿐이어야 해. 그러니 네 발목을 잘라버리면
새삼스럽지만 꽤 괜찮네. 제법이야.
흙을 마실걸?
Oh! Right, this happened in the mirror dungeon as well.
이미 우리는 손에 많은 피를 묻혔잖아. 몇 명 늘어난다고 달라지는 건 없어.
And the music immediately changes. I'm sorry, but
어디에서도 볼 수 없을 색채로 아이씨, 짜증나게.
that's good. Now we can heal just a bit.
따라 당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다.
Yikes. That's definitely not okay.
합격장.
바이올렛, 브레이크 슬램!
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
Damn. That's not even a damage.
당신을 인도해주진 못해도 따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요. 두려울 거야.
God damn it, everyone gets staggered.
사자들은 다시 살아날 수 있다는 사실을 망각하거든. 그걸 알고 있으면 사자들과 손님들이 느끼는 감정이 달라질 텐데 그건 불공평하잖아.
갑니다.
Bro, why is that clash roll so high?
짜증나게.
Why is that the clash roll so high, man? That's unfair.
먹지.
Yikes. Not this one, not this one. Oh, this one seems okay, but actually not. Okay.
좀 찍었네.
My God.
여기까지.
이게 어떻게 되신 일인가, 보관 선생. 온몸이
Actually, we do have some
바닥에 흩뿌려지고
backup,
말이야.
though I'm not sure they can last very long though.
본인이 다 시키는군.
시원합니다.
And
아이씨, 짜증나게.
기계처럼 대본에 적힌 대로 운명대로 성공하는 걸 원했다면 그
I
사람의 계획은
think
망치지도 않았어.
I'd like to try something
실패해도
else.
괜찮아. 그게 인간다운 거잖아.
Since their SP is so high, might as well
아이씨,
try to
팔리게.
bring that with
야.
syncing.
난 이거 수습할 때까지 죽어도 안 돌아갈 거다. 부조장한테는 다음 조직 회의 전까지는 돌아갈 거라고 전해.
Yeah, this looks much better actually.
복제팀의 협조가 필요한 건
대상 확인했어. 시작하지.
부름이라면 기쁘게 나서지요.
투입 준비는 항상 되어 있습니다.
Well, we do have a fresh syncing Ryoshu ID here, so
녹슨 총에 날카롭지 않은
let's just use
화살표.
it.
부르신다면 언제든.
Right, we get this as well.
사냥감을 찾은
지위를 받는 건
의뢰로군.
다들 연장 챙겨.
제한 명령 지역으로 이동.
Right now that we get a semblance of a sinking team, let's try this again. Just a semblance. Damn it, my eyes.
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군. 대체로 저럴 때는 이유가 있는 법입니다. 이유를 잡아 쫓아보시죠.
이쪽으로.
Let's go then. Alright, I probably should have put Ryoshi to mood down.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Yikes. Clear.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해 보죠, 단테. 하던 대로 해보십시오.
이쪽으로.
Alright. Yeah, that still doesn't work.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Why does Otis lose every single one of her clash, man? That's strange.
검문 확보. 이연.
That's it. Keep doing that road, yeah. Okay, now Rhodia should be fine.
시연합니다.
If it's not, I'm just gonna restart again.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
뭐 상정 외의
기계처럼 대본에
공격이었으니
적힌 대로
이것까지
운명대로 성공하는 걸
당신 탓을 할 순
원했다면
없겠군요.
그
Yeah,
사람의 계획을
that's my own
알지도
fault,
않았어.
really.
알고 맞게
실패해도
하진
괜찮아.
않았을 테니.
그게 인간다운 거잖아.
Damn it, I don't really have the capacity to think right now. I'm way too sleepy for this.
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군. 대체로 저럴 때는 이유가 있는 법입니다. 이유를 잡아 쫓아보시죠.
하고들 시간이다. 잔무에.
이중 격발. 조준은 필요 없지.
소리와 호흡을 멈추고
Okay, okay, that's a nice first impression.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Except for this one. What are you doing, Otis?
멍청.
간당 목숨줄만 붙어있군. 곧 끝장낼 수 있을 것 같은데 소감자들로 효율적인 마무리를 명령하시겠지요, 단테.
Okay, how about this? Right. Let's build some more.
그대는 어디까지 각오했을지. 그 슬픈 일이
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
Oh, come on.
짜증나게.
Well, that one passes at least.
이 전투는 승리할 거야. 매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해.
That's good, Otis, that's good. You finally won a clash, or two.
남았어도 이 정도쯤은.
마비 교환.
Right, now Rhodia is very close to red. Good.
하고들 시간이다. 잔무에
이야,
아이씨, 짜증나게.
내상턱이 철침탄 프렌지션 억상탄
Nice one, Result, nice one.
확실히 훌륭한
굴락의
광수가 덕분에 위험한 순간도 넘어간 적이 많다지.
속삭 달고자 하는
Magnificent
모든 것들
Eight.
무덤으로 돌아가라.
Whoops.
여섯째.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
이미 우리는 손에 많은 피를 묻혔지.
He have a never-ending supply
명령을
of that.
한다고 달라지는 건 없어.
Alright.
그대는 어디까지 각오했을지.
조준은 필요 없지.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지.
Right now, the SP control is a lot more
좀
important,
급한 조치였습니다.
which is why.
지키기 위해서.
지킬
Nice
건
one,
많거든.
Rogia.
기억을 앞으로 하나.
바이올렛 브레이크 슬램!
Leotis, good job.
여기까지 와서 망설일 생각은 하지 않았으면 좋겠어. 사람을 죽이고 싶지 않았다면 너희도 세피라들도 처음부터 거래를
Let's
하지
see
말았어야지.
this one.
시연합니다.
여유한 횟수.
재밌네.
Okay.
뭔가 좀 더 어설플
Very good.
거라고 생각했거든.
지키기 위해서.
We're doing better than before, comparatively, I guess.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
방심했고
Oh, come on. Let's see. Mersault, huh? Sure, why not? Right, that should be it.
시연합니다.
이중 격발.
Come on, just a bit more and we can break her.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Come on, stagger. Yep, that's it, stagger. Oh, come on, really?
공포에 사로잡혀 바닥을 기는 모습.
The recipe is reset to the normal values. Well, shit. But now we're on even grounds though. I think. Alright, here we go.
필중 의지만 있다면
살고자 하는
Magnificent and
무덤으로 돌아가라.
not too magnificent, isn't it?
아이씨, 짜증나게.
언제 완료.
나무와 함께 베어 넘겨드리죠.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
새삼스럽지만 꽤 괜찮네. 제법이야.
Okay. One more assault. Come on, you can do this.
터칭탄,
Okay.
트랜지션, 확산탄, 임상시험 성공.
And her SP is now at red. Very good.
지리멸렬.
Clear.
세피라들도 결국 내 편을 설 수밖에 없어.
Furioso.
모두 빛의 눈이 멀어버렸거든.
Alright, let's begin. Furioso.
완벽한 한발 위해
Let's slow down then and enjoy the show.
방심했고
지키기 위해서. 아이씨, 짜증나게.
Chain strike. Come on.
격정의 마음을 모방하겠소.
Furioso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
제한 종료.
Nice one. It never gets sold seeing Furioso being launched, even if it's just a replica. It seriously never goes sold.
바이올렛. 브레이크 슬랩.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
I'm pretty lucky that I can feel the decent sinking team now. I am very lucky. And there it goes.
좋겠구려.
Okay, let me read up this skill. Okay. Oh right, I completely forgot about this. Oh well, it'll work out somehow.
그대는 어디까지 각오했을지.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
HPN
Yikes.
상정외의 공격이었으니
Yikes.
당신 탓을 할 순 없겠군요. 설마 알고 맞게 하진 않았을 테니.
Unfortunately, we cannot use pursuance with Rodia right now. A shame.
지키기 위해서. 아이씨, 짜증나게.
이 수면
At least we can recover our SP.
우산이 새진 않나 모르겠어.
A decent amount too.
이 전투는 승리할 거야.
바이올렛, 브레이크 슬랩.
Oh no. And she still have 4 more skills to do. But the worst has come, the worst has passed, I think. Which is good because now both Faust and Nissan cannot be used. Shit. Yeah, for this one, let's focus on healing first.
완벽한 한발을 위해
기록에 따라 당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다. 짜증나게.
Oh, come on. I hope this works because it'll have to work out somehow.
반드시 부서진다.
And that's a load of bleeding.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
I might need to let some of them die.
예정된 죽음이라지만 별을 잊지 못함이 서글프.
지키겠다 맹세했는데
인발장전.
Maybe you don't need Rodia so much because she'll hit harder once she recovers from stagger.
수감자를 고기 조각으로 만들어 봐야
Okay, our substitute has
텐데 시계를 돌리는 일에 너무 익숙해진 것 아닙니까?
하고들 시간이다. 잔우에.
Oh, come on.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
깨우지 마.
당내가
이 정도 시행착오는 가고 있어.
관리 중에서
어차피 감정을
So I really do have to do this.
그렇다고 무작정 맞으라는 말은 아니었는데.
That
이쪽.
our victory should be close, very close, I think.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Yeah, bro, seriously? Come on, Don, please.
마무리.
Oh, come on.
벌써 분점을 잘 시간이 되었나.
Right, we still have a full lineup apparently. That's good.
검날 내게
At least as good as you can possibly be. And we're done.
이번에도 잘해줬어. 유익한 책이 또 하나 늘었네.
My god, I'm sleepy.
도시에는 내가 모르는 것들이 많아. 이렇게 하나씩 알아가다 보면 언젠간 반드시 찾을 수 있겠지.
Damn,
세상의
finally,
모든
we
것이
finally
담긴
made it.
단 하나의 책을.
모처럼 괜찮은 예술을 보나 했더니 벌써 애를 전부 방지할
그렇지.
사고도 해야 할 뒤처리도 없나.
Good
돌아가자.
memories. Yeah. See? You're already looking much better with the superfluous animal parts removed. You're serious about finding your own movement. I already answered that. But you'll need time. Under the Foffi's wing, at least you can fully cultivate your movement. Until you can fully cultivate your movement, perhaps. I don't suppose my words have any meaning now. The dozen rays are giant aromas to to strike us in the final act of the violence. And slam it right down upon the door we entered through instead. All I can do is buy time for. Well, there. And here I thought at least the last words were going to be sustained. Thus we are made first with yet another finger, the ring. Let's not doom and gloom already, fellas. We beat the officer of the fingers all on our own for the first time, didn't we? I see this as a pretty definite win. All on your own, Come on, bro, I was fighting my ass out here. Gregor has a point. The outcome of this battle would not have changed by a significant margin even if he had not been here, Kira. This is more like it. Won't have to freak out over a mere BB anymore, as long as we're with Clark. Don't start congratulating yourself for achieving the bare minimum. Those who celebrate over something so small don't deserve to stand beside the executive manager. Well, I guess this isn't impressive at all to people who used to be much stronger like Otis or Don Quixote. Please, speak not such folly, for the joy of my compatriots is my own. Have you any inkling as to why she might have, in her final moments, elected to demolish the door? To buy time for her comrades to get here, of course. Seconds away from dropping that, let's get out here so we can. No, can't be that easy. I am bored from enjoying the fresh air of the world outside. No longer free to travel the mountains and cliffs as my feet would carry me, as the other members of the Pinky are. I wish to no avail that I should be allowed to weave the delineations of the wings and the back streets. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this should suffice. So this is what she meant. Actually, no, it's not colorful. The back door through which we traverse is a passage to the corridor of the one called the Index Nursefather. Across a broken door we might, however, it fills us by a brief channel to Pinky's Nursefather's azure corridor of 4 that turns us to this room. Room's now locked in a loop at a starting point. Won't matter what door we open. Is there anything we can do? A rescue team will arrive in time. As this location adheres to the regular flow of time, unlike the warp trains, it will be approximately within a week or two from the present before we can return. That's pretty long, and the first problem we're going to have to deal with is food. As far as I'm aware, we should be good to go for at least 3 days. Thanks, Rhodia. So let's. I didn't bring any snacks. Well, shit. It's not like we were about to walk into one of the alcove's branches or a dungeon, so yeah, makes sense. Looks like we're going to have to give this room a thorough search then. No need. If there's no exit, we can't open our own. What about the part where it cuts into your memories too? Deal with that yet? No. The sword. It still cleaves my memories with every slash. Don't know what memory it'll slice away this time, but it'll be something recent, or one I hold dear. Oh, wait! Don't be so bloody rash about it! Other than me, no one but Heathcliff still remembers the person he holds in the laughing depths of his heart. Ever since the day of the Sepia Tempest, memory took on a special, precious meaning to Heathcliff. Heathcliff suddenly reached out and grabbed Ryoshu's arm. The Ryoshu's and Hitler's circumstances were undoubtedly different from each other. It was clear that Ryoshu's reckless attitude towards sacrificing her own memories triggered a sort of anxiety in Hitler. What? Didn't you hear? The nurse will be here in a week or two to get us out. Why don't we just keep that sword nicely in that scabbard and wear it out? The radio doesn't work. What if we went up to the rooftop and entered one of those doors up there? There are thousands of them. Out of the question. By doing so, we will be putting ourselves at a greater risk. That of casting ourselves into the endless maze that is the corridor. Okay, but we're dead meat if that prequel of a Maestro wanders right into this room. That wolf lady's last words? Man, I'm seeing the flags. It's a hella risky move, yeah, but I think Yoshihide and her OP sword is our best bet. Hey now. Right, but what if we got lucky and they find us in a day or two? With freaking out, Heathcliff. It will only be forgotten, not lost. Well, good memories don't tend to last very long. It's been a fun excursion, Locke. I took toward the scabbard, expecting it to rattle violently as it did earlier, but it remained still. The white blade soon reveals itself, and cuts across the wall where the door used to be. And naturally, as the Arayashiki's blade cleaves through the wall, so does it Ryoshu's memories. Ah, we were really getting somewhere. The thin strands of Araya's image, which had just begun to coalesce, slowly unraveled and fell apart once again. Even still, Araya released the blade without hesitation. But it's okay. We'll try it again, so... Can feign no resentment, no hatred, but a few words of consolation. Don't feel too bad. As her voice faded into the gentle dark with Ryoshu's memories. Oh. Gone but not forgotten. Oh wait, did I get it backwards in this case? Oh well, whatever. The next destination, finally, we are getting out of Hong Yuan. Ah, welcome back. Question. What exactly was the point of verifying every vector within the House of Spiders? Oh, Hohenheim didn't fill you in? Any info regarding these doors holds an enormous value for us. Not to mention the higher-ups requesting us to reorganize the House of Spiders into a base of operations as soon as possible, even if we had to rush our work a little. Only speculating here, but I'm quite convinced that they're preparing for a conflict of sorts. These little pockets of absolute safety are extremely valuable during these operations, as you already know. Wait, stop right there. What conflict? What operation? Are you saying that your bosses are preparing for a war or something? Just feel like there isn't enough alarm in this voice, considering what he's saying. Preparing for what exactly? Not even trying to hide it anymore, huh? Did I say something wrong? Must you ask to know? I thought everyone already knew. I mean, it's an open secret at this point. L Corp has already fallen. W Corp is teetering on the brink of collapse. You call us the aspirant W Corp. We call LIMBUS COMPANY the aspirant L Corp. Meaning we have a shared goal. I mean, I guess it will be funny to see W Corp collapse, and those corridors, if we can control them, it'll be much safer than whatever it is going on with the warp train. But unlike the dead and gone L Corp, the current W Corp is still kicking despite its rapid decline in recent years. And as we all know, companies in the city aren't worth much unless they get a military force to back them, right? It's only natural that a business conflict would lead to a physical one as well. This is just a mere team leader speaking though. Who knows what the higher-ups in our companies are thinking? Either way, much fruitful collaboration was had today. This will reflect pretty well in our performance metrics, and we didn't even suffer that many losses.
I can safely say that you should expect a positive review from us regarding this collaboration.
After saying our farewells to Alan, we return to the forward days and share with Hohenheim everything that happened so far. Hohenheim and Voss both did not seem willing to discuss the subject of the looming conflict, so we instead decided to have Ryoshu's memory and sword re-examined. Oi, Hohenheim, results out yet? He's the one who's worried the most. Not yet, assistant. I clearly remember telling you 3 minutes ago that it would take about 20 more minutes. Have you forgotten already? He talks too much. Ryosu sounded irritated as she scolded Heathcliff, but I could sense a definite undercurrent of anxiety from the way she kept puffing her cigarettes to a stop at increasingly shorter intervals. This room might be more smoke than oxygen at this point. By slowing down a bit, you're practically fumigating the room with cigarette smoke. Then speed up, glasses. Gonna bounce as soon as I hear the results. Both of you need to learn to respect that things take time. Yes, time is indeed a relative, but the fact that I managed to complete an in-depth analysis of an item of such mystery in a single day, no less, is an incredibly fast turnaround and therefore deserves your appreciation. I have been attempting to rein in the more self-indulgent part of myself as of late, but I believe this achievement deserves to be elaborated upon. It is an evident truth that such a result would not have been replicable had it not been for my genius brain. Go out to the hallways and grab any passing researcher and tell them about my incredible turnaround time, and you will hear them say, "Whoa, done already?" And to that, I will answer, SDFU. Evidently tired of the two-seaters alternating turns, hounding him for results, Owenheim seemed to speed up the analysis and managed to hit the finish line much earlier than 20 minutes. "Oh, done already?" Yes, there are times when those results are extracted earlier than the predicted time frame. Many of those instances are easily attributable to my genius at work. Then why aren't you saying anything? Give me the TR now. You did tell me to shut the fuck up, so I am attempting to observe the exact merits of doing precisely that. You think Yoshida would ever use known acronym straight? What if it's something like, Jeez, that's a full day. Unwin after work though? I guess. And your verdict on her interpretation? That is exactly what I mean. She's better than MTL in some ways. That is definitely not what you mean. How she lies as she breathes. At that moment, I might have got a glimpse of the scabbard rattling slightly above the examination device. Almost as though it were giggling. Oh, yeah. Very well, then I'll get right into it. First, the memory of the time she was complimented for her cooking has been erased. That's it? Hardly. Second, a name has been erased from her memory. Do you recall the name of the man who works with Manager Sod? Effie? I would have asked in the past tense had it been him whom I was referring to. Glad Miss Sod wasn't here for that. That kid. Right, I don't remember his name. Pilot. She forgot Pilot's name? Among other miscellaneous deleted memories are 172 hours of Don Quixote's tales of adventures and the types of foods she fed to a seagull. Free upon it, Does thou say that the memories most precious to young Ryoshi and me have been thrown into utter destruction? Look, Donkey, I'm not trying to be mean here, but that seems pretty acceptable, doesn't it? For the price of unsheathing a sword like that? Yeah, if we're going by sheer volume, I wouldn't quite say its mileage is acceptable. It is several days worth of memory just for a single swing, didn't it? I mean, yeah, but they kinda sound like inconsequential memories, don't they? When I can hit forget stuff all the time, how's this any different? The seemingly inconsequential nature of these particular memories weren't achieved by sheer luck. In fact, it seems to have been impacted by the scabbard of the Arayashiki, or to be more precise, the power of Araya's ego. That's so. Ryoshi looked at the scabbard with an uncertain, hollow look in her eyes. All that remains of Araya in Ryoshi's recollection is a blank space where the fragments of her existence used to be, severed and removed again. While it takes a rather significant amount of time, the scabbard seems to be, capable of selecting which of Ryoshi's memories are to be erased as a consequence of using Arayashiki. Sounds like I should be grateful then. That's Araya's doing, isn't it? But Ryoshi's regard the scabbard with a conflicted look, as though to approximate the outlines of the voice she left behind. Oh, so it's got like a cooldown timer. She can use it by now as long as she gives it the time to select the trivial memories. I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss them as trivial. The memory of the time when you were complimented for your cooking, it was quite a precious memory, wasn't it? You perform an inverse calculation of the relic's cost. Yes. According to our measurements, the sword seems to factor in the weight of each memory when calculating the cost of wielding it. It's become rather clear that it takes more than like memories to properly wield it. So have her memories been restored? As presumed, attempts to recall the erased being's existence have resulted in failure. That is quite discouraging. But not all is lost. Simply by knowing that something is to be in that negative space, many things get slowly reminisced upon. Like Ryoshi said, forgotten but not lost. Yeah. That hit live a little bit too close to home, huh? Locke? You just stepped foot into the world of Sangria. She flashes the briefest of smiles that scatters it away with a plume of cigarette smoke. Collecting the GB will restore it. The golden bow. What used to be here, in the pockets of void in my heart, my one and only. Ryoshi's gaze traced the invisible, the unperceivable. A few more days passed us by. We didn't spend those days idling. We visited South End, pilot and recovery, did a few jobs here and there, like helping suppress the distortion containment bridge caused by a new LC hire. But with all those loose threads tied up, we managed to finally, after so long, leave Hong Yuan. Well, I suppose we have to get aboard Mephistopheles before that. Kinda feels like we're home again. Return to the bus. Bus with bus. The chair could use a little bit more cushioning, but there isn't anything like it out there. Damn, this is your ride. Hello, badass. Boss really likes that. Oh man, wait, hold on. Is she smiling? And of course, Karen is also very proud of that comment. Even the two individuals were looking rather pleased at Kira's astonishment. Hohenheim squeezed us to warn us about some things to watch out for. I asked team leader Alan to set the coordinates somewhere as close as possible to the nest. Keep driving through the door and it will bring you right to an empty spot on the highway. Don't hesitate or hit the brakes, because if by any chance there is a car driving behind you, it will crash into the bus. Nuts. So what are you doing here on the bus? Decided to join the better team, did you? I must admit to a certain degree of interest in hearing your exploits, but to accompany you through them is an entirely different matter, isn't it? I'm only here to adjust your coordinates. Speaking of which, just how did you manage to escape your confinement? Well, I told them I had some stuff to help you with, and they let me out after making me scribble over some docs. Solitary confinement's hella boring, so I thought I might get some air. Might as well say goodbye to while I'm out and about, right? I see. You exploited the fact that the new hires don't have any grudges against you. I thought I told them to impress upon the new hires that prisoners are to be treated as exceptions to the... Right. The person in charge of that training is currently checked into long-term recovery ward. So, more problems stemming from the shortage of manpower. I'd passing to this in the report. Sounds like they're both here to see us go. Well then, time for a valediction, I suppose. Perhaps I've grown far too used to seeing your faces. Saying goodbye doesn't come out as easily as I've expected it. Another day of reunion must await in the future. I would appreciate it if such a reunion had a low probability of occurring. And we're back. While I am not very partial to mathematical statistics like the probability theory, I hope your prediction is that right. Well then, hey, Yoshihide. What? I wouldn't say we're a family exactly, but listen, there's a lot of stuff I want to say to you and a lot of stuff I want to hear from you, okay? So, SYL. Did I do that right? Acronymize it into L. And call me Ryoshu, not Yoshihide. Prefer the echoes of that. Another round of goodbyes to 2 December from the bus, and no sooner had the machinery click into place that the bus was finally began to turn, bringing us closer and closer toward the blindingly radiant portal, massive enough to engulf the bus whole. Well, out to our next destination, I guess. Goodbye, Hong Yuan. Oh, right. Where are we headed next? Dante inquires about the next destination for Julius. Now that's more like it. Been too bloody long since I heard that question. Yeah, don't get too excited. When has an answer to that question ever led us to anywhere that's not that Recklessar? Julius gave me a faint knowing smile as they to confirm Ishmael's pessimistic remark and delivered a comment that sounded too lighthearted for its gravity. Downright bizarre, is it? Well, let me just say that it's high time we face such a sight. Our next destination is District 14. In other words, Manager Dante, we are now en route to N4. Oh, fuck. So we aren't going there after all, N4. Plenty of faces there I'd rather not see. As the rest of the sinners voice their various gripes with N4. Marshall, who probably had the most amount of history with the wings, simply flip open his newspaper like usual and began reading it with the same unchanging expression. As though for him, none of this changed anything. But it's his turn next. Now departing, vroom vroom. With that, the bus resumed its journey to yet another tale. And we are finally leaving Hong Yuan. Hell yeah. Finally. After a full year in Hong Yuan. I mean, technically we are in Hong Yuan for a full year, but we're finally done with it. It's like how I don't like Amphorius what it's like, even though I like everything else about it. Anyway, let's redeem it with this.
기능보다 소재의 원본을 드러내는 방향으로 겉면의 결착 염색 방식은 사후 경례를 보다 돋보일 수 있게. 예, 피드백에 따라 결정을 보완하겠습니다, 도슨트님.
Ring Fofis to the Well, that should be enough for now. I probably should just use one ticket for a celebratory roll, but I don't feel like it, so I'm just gonna stop the stream right here. After all, I still have that Heathcliff ID to look forward to. And with that in mind, I bid all of you adieu. If you are lurking or watching the VOD after this, thank you for listening this far. I hope you have a great day. Well then, ciao.